I think there are solutions. But some of these solutions get really interesting and really weird. For example, what if a tournament, let's take the Zon Cup as an example. What if it was a $100 buy-in? What if it was a $100 buy-in for Zon Cup? Guess what? Prize pool's now $16,000 plus. Seems fine, right? Is that a problem? That's how poker does it. That's how Evo does it. That's how literally every other tournament in existence does it. But for some reason, esports, people are like, hey, I want it for free and I want $1 million. $100 buy-in isn't unreasonable. I mean, World Series of Poker is a $10,000 buy-in. So that is gambling though, right? Which is why there's a bunch of reasons you can't do it. I'm not saying we should. But there's just really weird... Coming from Magic the Gathering and hearing everyone wanting to have prizes without buy-ins is so crazy to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so it just... Like I said, I don't know how else to describe it other than it comes across as entitled. And again, what I feel really bad for is the tournament organizers who come to these players and they're like, what can we do to make it better? And they're like, I don't know, I did 50 games and $200,000 or it's stupid. What do you do with that? Arcanist Heart limits me too much. I've got mostly a Chemtech start. Celestial Blessing's okay, but I'm gonna take Item Grab Bag. This is good. The other thing is, like, again, I think there are things we can do. For example, imagine we sold a Little Legend and everyone, like, all the Little Legend went to the prize pool. I think that's a great idea. So, but there's probably reasons why we can't do that either. So, you know. The other thing, and again, that's where it goes back to regions. Also, like, let's pretend for a minute, only, like, okay, let's take this to this extreme, for example. Let's say we sold a Little Legend, and this Little Legend is applied to the World's Finals, okay? Sorry, I'm trying to juggle too many things here. I need a Morello on somebody. Okay, great, whatever. Okay, let's say we did that, okay? And let's say, and I'm making up numbers, this is no real number, but let's say somehow we sell 500,000 of these Little Legends, okay? And so that's like $2 million in the prize pool, okay? Holy crap, that's a big-ass prize pool. That'd be great. That's only for the World's tournament. So then all these tournaments that people play in to get into, we're not really funding those, right? Because one of the big problems people talk about is this whole EV. Milk's notorious for talking about how the EV for a tournament isn't worth it, right? Because he has to play all these games. And so it's like, they keep presenting us with these unsolvable problems where it's like, how many games do you have to be able to play, but the EV has to be worth it? And they keep looking at it as like this weird job. And so until an actual pro player comes to us with like a real solution, it just comes across as entitlement, and I don't know how else to deal with that. So that's my 2 cents. You do realize that if you put out a single Little Legend infrequently, that every player would... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like that idea, personally. I like that idea. So that's my 2 cents. Can you give more detailed thoughts on why you think NFTs are stupid? They seem like a gigantic scam to me, but I want to hear from you. Because every time someone talks about NFTs, it's like, what do you actually own? When I explained it to my wife and had her read up on it, she's like, it's art scams. Like, remember how people would like sell art for millions of dollars just to like launder money? It's that, but high tech. And then anytime you talk about someone in the game dev going, oh, but you could take your skin from one game to another, you get every game dev going, that's not how games work. So there's just literally no purpose to NFTs whatsoever. No one has come up with a good use other than their expensive digital art that no one wants. What are your thoughts on crunchy peanut butter? Ugh, I like smooth peanut butter. Smooth peanut butter. All right, I think I'm caught up. That is such an uneducated stance on NFT. Okay. Okay, let me know when you use your NFT. Kiyomi Toothbrush, appreciate your prime. Thank you. Don't worry about all the trolls. You're doing great. Hey, no problem. Thank you. And like I said, the worst thing about the tournament thing is, like I said, I feel so bad for the tournament organizers because they work so hard and they listen to all the complaints and they try to make the tournaments good. For example, here's a really good example, okay? If you were watching the Zon Cup, the format for the first day was 3 games, and then they knocked out the top 4, and then 3 more games. So obviously the complaint here was sample size, right? 3 game sample size is ridiculous. That's true. It's not great. So why wasn't day 1 6 games and top 2 or 6, you know? And does anybody know the answer to that? Because I'll tell you the answer in a second, but do you know the answer before I tell you? The answer is because what ended up happening was anytime you got somebody who would play 4 games and go like 8-8, 7-8, guess what they would do? Guess what they would do? They'd quit. They would leave the lobby, and then you'd get people awkwardly sitting at like, you know, 7 or 6 person lobbies. And then the complaint was Milk and people going, oh my god, I had to play the 6 person lobby and it ruined the pace of the lobby. So again, it's like they just want to complain without actually helping us solve the problem. And even Kyun admits this, for example. Every time we bring this up with Kyun, he's like, yeah, you know, it sucks. It's not my job to solve it. Cool, thanks. You know? Alright, I'm supposed to be playing TFT, right? I mean, you're dealing with kids for the most part. Yeah, I know, and that's part of it. That's part of it. But again, that's why the thing I feel bad for is the people really trying to give them a good tournament scene. Because they try, they listen, they interact, and all they get is complaints. And so it feels real bad. At least that's something I can speak to, right? Imagine doing your job and just getting a bunch of complaints. I can relate to that one. Can't you ban leavers of a tournament? Sure, it doesn't solve the problem up front. They still might leave. I want this Warwick, but I don't want to pay for it. Radam D, appreciate the prime, thank you. Would you say NFTs are the snake oil of the 21st century? Probably. Best summary of NFTs being bad, have no use as a video called Line Goes Up, showcasing how the market is only intended to scam. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. It's been beaten down to death at this point, that the fact that anyone still believes it, like, you do what you do. You do what you do. It's wasting time trying to convince a flat earther that the earth is not flat is a waste of time. Would you consider adding little legends based on streamers for those who have impacted the game? Would we consider it? Sure. Is it realistic? I don't think so, but especially, it's always hard in today's world, right? Where, like, imagine you make a thing off a streamer, and then that streamer, you find out, has wild accusations of things I don't want to talk about on stream. You know, what do you do at that point? You've got something stuck in your game that is not great, you know? And I think that's the challenge. And I think we can look around, I mean, yeah, the McCree effect, whatever, many other examples of the Bill Cosby effect, that's probably the best example, yeah. So it's like, do you really want to have that in your game? It's too risky. And so I think a lot of companies are going to be very afraid of doing anything like that in the future. Alright, I'm talking too much. I'm not playing TFT enough. Don't forget, this is the last game. We're going to get the last Lucky Lantern person picked during this game at some point. Not now. Don't respond now. Alright, what do I want here? Tanky items? Could go tanky. Zach 3 carry. I just heard from Hafu that she hasn't gotten the Innovator Dragon for a week. Could you press the button? I would love to press the button. Innovator Dragon is too hard to get. It's really hard to get. Hey, Mort, I understand why Jinx and the Protector could be both from the fireworks, but maybe next time there's something like this, there could be 2 versions of the Mega Bundle, so people can choose the chances of getting Jinx or the chances of getting the Protector. Yep. Again, I've mentioned this before, but this distribution method is certainly not our ideal. It was the best we could do with the tech we had available. So, but yeah, agree. Overwatch literally had this happen with a legendary MVP skin with Sinatra. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Nope. One more roll. Okay. I'm too poor, though. What if these tournaments were weekly? Wouldn't that solve the sample size issue? No, because then... Okay, so I want you to imagine for a second. You have a budget, okay? Let's make up a number. Pick a number, I don't care. But let's say for the NA tournament scene for a half set, you have a budget of, I don't know, $50,000, okay? So, what do you do? Do you do one big tournament where the prize is $50,000? Or do you do 10 tournaments where the prize is $5,000? Well, guess what? Both are going to get complaints, right? One is, these tournaments aren't worth it. Wow, I won, and I won $800. This is stupid. What a stupid tournament. The other is, where's my sample size? This isn't fair. I need a bigger sample size, you know. And so again, this is what I keep talking about, where it's like, no matter what we try, it doesn't quite seem to be enough. Because the only answer seems to be increase that budget, right? Increase that budget. Make more money. Make more money. Just have infinite money. Yeah, I mean, and it's not the real world. That's not how it works. I don't know. I don't know how else to describe that, but that's not how it works. Seriously, am I playing TFT? My brain's like on autopilot. I have a solution that you can have 2 creeps play simultaneously after 3 matches. You can shuffle top 4 and both together, bottom. This basically pushes both to do better. No, because then what happens is when you do that, if you're like, oh, I'm supposed to play to get in the weak group, but I played well and now I'm in the strong group and I got knocked out because I was in the strong group. So that doesn't work either. Hey, Mortdog, is it possible to add Chemtech prices for TFT, as in use purple loot? No, that's a League of Legends currency. We want to keep those separate. You wake up and you know that today is the day. You've been training for years now and the time has finally arrived. You grab your gear, you make your way to the arena where the tournament is being held. You look around, you see the brackets. It looks like the rumors are true. They're here. Will you face them? Only time will tell. The matches go your way. You cleared your bracket and now only a few remain. In the semifinal round, you face your opponent you've heard much about. Your training put... Okay. And then it ends. I don't know what the end was. What do I want? Does Obsidian Cleaver get applied before or after the spell effects? After. About the Jace class. First match, I put in one fight in the back and one match in the front. It didn't work. Another match, I put one Jace in the front and one in the back. Didn't count. What do I have to do to finish this quest? Admittedly, I am not sure from here. I didn't, program those. Would have to ask. No, I know that's not a satisfying answer, but that's the truth. I would have to ask. I am very poor, by the way. Very, very poor. So what are the additional costs of running a tournament? I have ran large events in the past and just getting... Oh, that's true. I even forgot the additional costs, right? Like casters, broadcasters, things like that. That's true. I didn't even talk about that aspect of it. So prize pool alone is one thing, but then you have that aspect. I didn't even talk about that. That's true. No, thankfully we didn't cash out Spinning Dango. Casters get paid. Usually they do. That's why they do it. That's they do it to be paid. I cannot imagine casters doing it for free. There's only one TFT caster I know that does it for free, and he's an idiot, so. The joke is it's me. The joke is it's me. I've done it for free, because I'm an idiot. Alright. Remember Pokemon Stadium back in the day where you met up at the mall and earned badges for winning? Those were the better days. True. I do remember that. I do remember that. Those are good days. What am I running? Am I supposed to be trying to find an Urgot? Is that the play here? I don't know, man. Sorry if this is a dumb idea, but what if tournaments were organized like LCS, where multiple tournaments add to your final end of season placement? So the problem with that version is that's the version that's, like I said, that's the entitled version where, like, all right, we pick the best 32 players and they get to play in the next 10 tournaments weekly, right? And everybody else, fuck you. You don't get to play tournaments because you weren't good enough. You with a job, sorry, tough crap. You don't get to play in these tournaments. That's not really what we want TFT to be. We would rather TFT be anyone can join a tournament and have a shot at it. So, Flaming LOL? No, LOL's different, right? Team sports are a lot different, right? I don't think anyone thinks the NFL should be anyone can show up and play in the NFL. That's stupid. League esports is very much like the NFL. That's good. I don't think I would want that changed. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about... Alright, can I... thinking... Whatever, I'll just do it. Okay, all caught up. Double Up is great. Can you disclose any future plans for it? I believe we're going to be talking about our full plans for Double Up this week. I believe that's the plan. So, can look forward to that this week. Sorry for the classic re-elo gain suck question, but what kind of rank reset do we get mid-set? Mid-set is a soft reset where your MMR is set to a certain level and then your rank is set to one below where you are now. So, if you're stuck climbing, mid-set will give you another chance. Wouldn't it be okay if there were multiple formats of tournaments, though? There could be an LCS-style tournament for the top 32 players. That's literally what we have now. You're describing what we have. We have Challenger Series for the people who are top 32, and we have the Zon Cup. So, like, you're describing what we have. And that's not good enough, because the prize pools aren't big enough. It's that magical time. Giveaway number 5. Orbs opened at the end of this game. Pound join to enter, but only try once. If you try more than once, you get kicked out. Good luck. Good luck. I can't wait to... Oh, I saw something about Silco. Maybe a format where you play 6 games. Everyone who achieves first place in a lobby automatically qualifies. Better seeds for better points. Top X points based on also qualifies. This players tend to stick around to get a first place. Sure, but even that example, right? Is TFT at its best when you get first? The problem with that version is, remember the tournament where Sox went 2-2-2-2-2 and got second because of the point structure? People complained about that, right? Like... So a tournament where you're incentivized to get first is very different than ladder, because now all of a sudden you're only playing mercenary to try to get that first place, and so that tournament structure is bad. Can we have a unique 5 like Asol from set 3? I mean, I guess there's lots of unique 5 costs. Isn't Yumi unique like Asol? What about special time queue where on Saturday anyone can play 10 games? See, I love that idea. Like, something like that is great, but that's also not what the pros are asking for, and I don't think that would make the pros happy. So, personal opinion on Checkmate. I think Checkmate is a great format if there is one winner and that's all you care about. Like, so like Worlds Finals, Checkmate's great. You know what it's not great for? When there's 2 finalists. And as we've seen many times, if you have 2 finalists, what ends up happening is this really awkward situation where people are like, I should quit now because it would get me 2nd place, and that's really dumb. Like the tournament Ramblin' went 1-1-1-2 and lost because he didn't get first. Yep, exactly. Poor Setsuko, yep. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we could sit here and talk about how certain formats are good and bad all day long, but, you know, I'd rather come up with a solve and be happy with it, and nothing's ever gonna... I'm actually curious, I should look into this, but I'm sure people bitch about the World Series of Poker tournaments and their format for some reason. I don't know why you would, but for some reason I guess I'm betting they do. Bottom line is you can't please everyone. No, you can't, but the problem is you get these influencers with a lot of say, and they get negative, and then people create an echo chamber because they were negative, and it just ends up with everyone feeling bad who helped work on the tournaments. I need a Mundo. What are these shops? Okay, that's not what I wanted. I need this Janna. Oh, that's a Triforce Urgot. I'm pretty sure we lose this. Oh, we do have the Morello, though. Maybe we have a shot here. Probably not, though. Yeah, it's not looking great. Zach's trying his hardest, though. Zach's trying so hard, but nope. Nope. Sag. What does the soft MMR reset mean? If you are GM, you drop to Masters? No, anything over Masters goes all the way down to Diamond 4. It's not binary airdrop, it's just instant injection here. I'm running 7 Chemtech. Oh, there's Jinx too. Yeah, that was a nice hit. It doesn't actually change much for us though, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, someone did a request game song. What do we got here? Always a classic. Can't Riot just release Pool Party Ari and fund 3 years worth of huge TFT tournaments? Sure. I'm sure that's what they would do with the Pool Party Ari funds. I'm saving for the duo game before the set is over, so this will be my last ask question. Do you think a Diamond player, for example, could beat a Challenger player, or is the player level that far off? I mean, is it possible? Yes. It's like, if I sit down and play Daniel Negreanu at poker, is it possible I could beat him? Yeah. Is it likely? No. No. But is it possible? Yeah, sure. And that's about the equivalent, right? Like, that's about how likely it is I think you could beat Soju, you know? Idea, build AI that simulates the play of entrants, have computer run 1,000 games, pass out money accordingly. No one has to even play. Perfect, let's do it. As someone with way lower MMR, will MMR in mid-set be at D4 or lower? It'll be at... Actually, to be honest, Blaze, I'd have to double check. Because like, if your MMR is all the way down at 0 with that system, would it hard reset? I have to look into that. I'm pretty sure it's this. This is the actual situation. Although I guess it's this. And then it's sell this, put this here. Yeah. That way I get Scholar. What do you think of Ornn items being tier 2 now? It's way more fun and maybe a little overpowered. Maybe a little overpowered. Okay, well these are items. These are in fact items. That's about the nicest thing I can say about this. These are in fact items. 8 Lissandras. Oh, I still have a Twitch in. I should take this Twitch out. Damn you, Kaisa. Good song. Okay. Random thought, can you scale the game up to a 32-man lobby? No. It's not easy to do, and no. There's no good tech way to do that in any short time. It'd be cool, but no. Are we ever going to see Little Legend eggs from Twitch Prime drops again? I have no idea. That's a weird marketing thing. I think it is lame that there haven't been any, but that is more of a marketing question than a TFT question. Mundo? Mundo? Hey, Mundo! Sick. Would LAN tournaments be better for the competitive scene? I mean, LAN tournaments would be hella fun. Unfortunately, there's this, like, disease going around that is kind of preventing us. Hello, Mort. Does Collector farm gold in PvE rounds? Believe the answer to that is no. I think the only thing that farms in PvE rounds is Pirates. Pirates farms in PvE rounds. Alright, we're 7 Chemtech with instant injection, a pretty good board, 1 off of Lissandra 3. We're actually pretty damn strong for not really paying attention. We don't have any good Urgot items, but oh well. What is my favorite trait of all time? As a player, Summoner. As a designer, not Summoner. Dun, bum, bum, dun. Dun, 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 dun. The ending. Your training pays off. The viewers chant your name onto the finals. It's her. She stands across the smirks. I long for a worthy opponent, but I was given you. You attack with your saber, but there it is, the parry. The one-cost Fiora of set 7 has bested you again, but you're relieved to know that she has returned. Oh man, one-cost Fiora. One-cost Fiora might be my favorite meme unit, that's for sure. Maybe I'm missing something and don't see. Does Portable Forge have a timer? Yeah, it's a 30-second timer. Our UX sucks for that, and we need to make it better. But yes, there is a timer. And again, I'm admitting our UX sucks. We need to fix it. Aside from a good format, would something like a set augment rotation like silver then prismatic then gold be worth it for tournaments in the custom lobbies? I don't think so personally. Like, if players were interested in that, maybe. But I think half the fun is like trying to play and adapt to what you're given, so I personally don't think I would want that. But that's a question more for the players than me. These items are all terrible. Mutant, mutant, or locket? Welp. Have you considered revamping the ladder system into a consistent chain instead of tiers, perhaps adding gold, plat, etc. to a % of active players? It sucks when you're 0 LP and lose 25 LP for a 5th. I mean, I hear you, but like, I think the side effects of that are a really boring and uninteresting climb with not very clear breakpoints, but I suppose we could consider it. Also, am I supposed to get Vi in here? I can't really. Vi's not really that important here anyway. I don't think it's Vi here. The 7 Chemtech is worth it because we have instant injection. The locket actually helps a lot here. It's more time before they double stack the instant injection. Like, we're strong. Why is there a delayed damage? It totally makes me think I barely survived a fight and then I die 30 seconds after. I already answered that once before. The answer is it's a bug. It shouldn't be. Just got Chibi Firecracker Jinx on my first of 30 first Firecrackers. Damn, nice and lucky. Nice and lucky. I did not get it, but oh well. What is the strongest unit this set patch that you think is underrated? Can I say Zerat Portal again? I think Zerat Portal is underrated. Chemtech cast twice if you have instant injection? Yeah. It doesn't stack, but it does cast twice. Lissandra. Take those. This is unrealistic. Lissandra. Hey, I'm a cheater. 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 Wait, really? Yeah, no, it casts once right at the start of fight. And then again when they go below 75% health. Again, it doesn't stack. It just adds to the timer, but yeah. I'm a cheater. 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 There was a funny... So, the clip of me getting the Caitlyn 3 yesterday got posted to YouTube. And there was a YouTuber comment that was really funny. It said, I totally believe Mort probably cheats. If you've watched him play, he plays like a gold and plat player, yet somehow he's challenger. Clearly the only way is he cheats. And I thought that was hilarious. Chatting. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. I'm on a 6-game win streak. Seems pretty good. Do you not just get every little legend for free? I do not. Nor should I. YouTube comments, am I right? True. True. Alright, what's left? We got a Jhin comp with a really scary Anima Visage Scion and a very stacked Jhin. We have, 5 Imperial, Swain, something out of a Soju clip. And we have 4 Twin Shot. The 4 Twin Shot player we've been beating every time. The other 2, I don't know. Okay, if we're actually going to do this, we're kind of only positioned to beat one player. I think it's that. It's the best we can do. Yeah, much better positioning this time. Oh god. Talon just like wrecked the Urgot, but then Chemtech kicked in. Hooray, Chemtech! Whee! Sweet. Feels good. Hey, that guy lost. Can you look into all for one plus Ornn Visage item? I guess. Alright, so again, we have the Jhin and the Urgot. We're probably up against the Jhin. We haven't faced the Jhin in a long time. Because we're up against the Jhin... Let's try this. Herglurg, appreciate the 2 months. My kids and I are sick with COVID. Ugh. Watching you helps a lot. Too brain fogged to play right now. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. This is definitely our hardest matchup because we have to get through the Scion, and the Scion's going to be a pain to get through, and we're never going to move. So... I'm not actually sure that we can beat this Scion. The Scion's a very bad matchup for us. Yeah, and the Oriana's making us never move. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. How do we beat this? Is that all that's left? No, they both won. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. I turned away and I have 9 must-answer questions. Jesus. You mentioned that you like the way Hearthstone Battleground uses different heroes to add some spice to matches. Have you seen or played Prophecy? No, I haven't. If so, what do you think about a type of hero aspect as an additional unique on board for each player? I mean, that just sounds like Underlords, which Underlords was real bad. But, I don't know, maybe. Maybe with enough work, it could work. Your favorite Lunar Duckbill variant? I don't know, actually. I haven't looked carefully enough. Could you not put your account on LPP or something? I mean, no, because I'm not a league partner. That's not how it works. Yeah, like I said, this matchup's not that bad. I feel like we do really well in this matchup. It's close. Yeah, we got that. But I'm not a league partner, so no. What if you made a game mode where you choose one champion from TFT and play them in a 5v5 MOBA arena? I don't know. I don't think it'd be very popular. Alright, well, it's just the Jhin player, unfortunately, so we might get stuck with a second. This is a very bad matchup for us. Yeah. This is a bad matchup for us. Is there anything I can do to beat this? I don't think so. There's only one thing I can think of, and it requires a lot of luck. At least I got that right. Okay, the spreading out worked, maybe. Scion's dead, spreading out worked. Blitzcrank just griefed him by pulling me closer to him. Maybe? That might be enough damage. We might just win right here. We might just win. Hey! First place while, like, answering a jillion questions. GG.